Welcome to Eat for Life Nutritional Therapy. I'm Samantha Gilbert, founder of Eat for Life. I'm a nutritional therapy counselor specializing in a functional nutrition approach to healing copper toxicity. If you've never heard of copper toxicity and how it affects you, you're not alone. Clients come to me with unexplained symptoms and normal lab results, yet they're still struggling with severe anxiety, panic attacks, racing thoughts, insomnia, brain fog, menstrual disorders, and chronic infections. If you're a woman watching this video and have had debilitating and unexplained symptoms since getting a copper IUD, I need you to know it's not all in your head. The copper IUD is not the safer form of birth control it's been promoted to be. In fact, there have been several lawsuits and recalls for these devices due to inflammation caused by copper left in the body. Copper overload is an inability to effectively eliminate excess copper. It is not the same as Wilson's disease, a rare genetic disorder. Copper has the ability to profoundly affect every system in the body, especially the reproductive, nervous, and glandular systems, and it has a devastating effect on mental health. When copper is high, zinc becomes unbalanced. Zinc, essential to all forms of life, is a component of more than 300 enzymes. It enhances resistance to stress and maintains intellectual function, memory, and mood. It also supports the gene expression of metallothionein, one of the body's master antioxidants. This is critical because metallothionein binds to toxic heavy metals and transports them out of the body. Copper and zinc work together to control fungal, yeast, and parasitic overgrowth. Without the right balance between them, these infections can become chronic and hard to eliminate. A copper-zinc imbalance may also lead to elevated levels of other toxic metals like mercury, cadmium, and arsenic. When copper is not bound to metallothionein, it and other heavy metals are free to roam the blood in unbound form, leading to high oxidative stress. With the sympathetic nervous system under constant attack, the body remains in a fight or flight state, making it extremely difficult to calm down. In the brain, copper drives the conversion of dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter that controls pleasure and reward, into norepinephrine, an excitatory neurotransmitter that also acts as a stress hormone. Anxiety, panic disorders, depression, especially postpartum, bipolar disorder, ADHD, autism, paranoid schizophrenia, and even psychosis are all linked to copper's ability to dysregulate these critical neurotransmitters. Copper is especially disrupted to the adrenal glands, the seat of adrenaline and cortisol production. This constant agitation can dysregulate cortisol levels. Adrenal fatigue is merely a symptom of an underlying root cause, often connected to copper toxicity. While copper toxicity affects both men and women, it's far more common in women because estrogen increases copper retention in the body. Women with copper toxicity tend to be intolerant to estrogen and are often estrogen dominant as well. Other symptoms I commonly see include ovarian fibroids, polyps, and cysts, which are common in PCOS, chronic fatigue, intense sugar cravings, hair loss, skin issues like eczema and psoriasis, heart palpitations, high blood pressure, migraines, anemia, and insomnia. The connection between estrogen, copper, and zinc explains why hypothyroidism and autoimmune diseases like Hashimoto's are far more common in women than men. Zinc helps convert T4, the inactive thyroid hormone, into T3, the active form. Too much copper without enough zinc can block this conversion. Postpartum depression and psychosis are directly linked to elevated copper levels, especially with multiple pregnancies. Copper is essential for creating blood vessels and naturally rises during pregnancy, but often doesn't return to normal levels afterward. When I hear about women harming themselves or others, I wonder if monitoring copper levels could have helped prevent these tragedies. Copper toxicity is often inherited. It can be triggered or worsened by birth control, hormone therapy, tap and well water, copper pipes and cookware, vegan diets, and environmental chemicals. The growing presence of these triggers explains why copper toxicity is so common today. Now, please understand that copper is essential for the body to function properly. For example, it helps regulate iron metabolism and controls bacteria and yeast in the gut, but it must be balanced with zinc. The goal of functional nutrition is never to strip your copper from your body, but to balance it. This can be safely achieved through functional nutrition, nutrient therapy, and lifestyle modifications. In fact, I created my low copper cookbook to help people understand how copper impacts the brain and body, and to provide nutritional therapy support for those struggling with copper toxicity. In my clinic, I approach copper toxicity from a functional, holistic perspective. This includes appropriate lab work and a comprehensive plan designed to support balanced zinc and copper levels, blood sugar, hormones, mood, and gut health. I provide personalized guidance and collaborate with your medical care team when needed. My approach gives you clarity on how copper may be causing your anxiety, depression, menstrual cycle problems, or ADHD. It creates stability and shows progress over time, all with a customized plan based on your unique needs. So if you're struggling with symptoms associated with copper toxicity, I encourage you to book a free discovery call with me. We'll explore how I can help and whether we're a good fit.